Does Danny Watts have the energy, or will Notorious be victorious on the grandest stage? It's new school versus old school at Resolution.
Oh? Is he about to hit his old school, Jake Allen?
Oh, Danny Watts has made a list, and he's about to check it for the final time. Jason Sensation, Resolution 14. The young man who looks like a much older man making his way down to the ring to take down a certified OCW legend. You saw it on the back of his jacket, and he's hoping to see it on the ground, inside that ring, right on the mat. Danny Watts, Austin Lee.
You know what? I think as much as Danny Watts has been on much of a roll, so to speak, he does have, I think, a little bit of unconfirmed arrogance, maybe even overconfidence in his own abilities. Yeah, he's a stud. Yeah, he's the next generation. Yeah, he's the next big thing, but you gotta be humble a little bit. And Danny Watts thinks he's the shit. You messing with a legend like Austin Lee, man, I don't know if that's a wise idea. Sure, the man's a little fat, but, you know, show some respect for your elders, baby. Learn from the learning tree, you son of a bitch.
On guard, Fox 5. Fox 8 is down. Fox 4 is down. Respond, Fox 3.
And even if you thought he couldn't blow up anymore, he's done so in physical stature and emotional state. Hashtag Austin Lee is here representing hashtag turmoil. And it's going to be a hashtag fight.
Son, a gorilla after my own goddamn heart. Danny Watts has been constantly, for the past weeks, the past months, degrading, berating the fact that Austin Lee got a little bit bigger, the fact that Austin Lee may have lost a step. He's been talking all that trash, he's been talking all that junk, and finally, at Resolution, Austin Lee has a chance to take his extra size, XXL, meaty fist and shove it down that son of a bitch Danny Watts' throat, and I can't wait for it, Jake Allen. God damn it.
You're certainly not the only one fired up in this Las Vegas crowd. We are witnessing greatness here with Austin Lee. He may be a little bit on the heavier side, but he still has the presence of an OCW great. And anybody, much less Danny Watts, stepping inside the ring with someone like Austin Lee, he should be grateful.
He should be grateful. And to quote the legend Drago Caesar and the one Joe Rogan, gorilla energy, motherfucker. Get him, Lee. You get his ass. Danny Watts ain't nothing, baby. You got this. You got this, baby. You got this. If I'm biased, I don't care. But you know what? Danny Watts, he smells underwear.
Under the beautiful lights and the Nevada sky, we're getting the action started hot and heavy. A diving crossbody. Austin Lee bringing his beautiful baby blue adult diaper to the battle. And he's going to bring down the young kid, Danny Watts, even if it kills him.
God damn it, The big slam by
Big
Danny
time
Watts.
scoop slam by Danny Watts. He is the most yoked 20-year-old you have ever seen. Oh my God, a discount cutter. Wait a minute. 1, 2 out of the gate. Oh.
That would have been tragic if that was the end.
Oh, utilizing Austin Lee's own signature maneuver against him. Trying to get in the head of the man with the moon boots, now tripping him up. Jason Sensation, this could be a launch pad for Danny Watts.
It's disrespectful, you know, after big wins against top OCW superstars like Rex, you know, he has in Jet Draven, he has this sense of confidence or this sense of overconfidence in his soul, and it might cost him.
Look at this. Oh my Lord, a very innovative gut buster. Utilized there by Danny Watts, the master of the discus clothesline, looking to enact some more acts of violence as Austin Lee gets back to his feet and a big left hand to the temple.
You see, anybody else would look at Austin Lee and think this is someone I can learn
Here's
from.
the cover,
This is
just
someone
a
I
one
can pick
count.
up. This is someone I can get, you know, knowledge from. But Danny Watts, no. Danny Watts sees an obstacle because Danny Watts, while is full of piss and vinegar, and just like every other young person in the OCW locker room, they just think they're better than everybody. Why don't you learn some, kid? Maybe get some experience under your belt instead of worrying about the W.
Oh, Uranagi.
Jesus.
Danny Watts, as you mentioned, has conquered former champions. He conquered Rex a couple of weeks ago, took down Jet Draven with ease, and now he faces the former CCW World Heavyweight Champion Austin Lee, looking to take him out right now. 1. Oh, and there's that arrogance you talked about, boss.
Disrespectful. See what I'm talking about, man. This kid's head so far up his own ass, man. He just thinks he's the shite. That's his problem. He's disrespecting the legend like Austin Lee. And
Whoa.
It's disgusting.
Went for possibly another discount cutter. Oh, and now look at Austin Lee. A bit of a taste of his own medicine and a punch to the temple for the big man, Austin Lee.
That's what you get, you son of a bitch. Uh-oh.
Kick to the midsection, and now Austin Lee, a big man, senton.
That's the world's biggest senton.
Here's the cover. I've certainly picked that one up as a member of Invictus. Now the cover once again, Austin Lee. I don't know if that's desperation or he's trying to wear out his opponent.
That's called being a veteran, Jake Allen. You know, you're veteran, you pick up things, you learn things. These are things that Danny Watts could know. The reason Danny Watts, you know, failed against his match against B17 a couple weeks ago is because he didn't know. There's things that he could learn from a guy like Austin Lee, but he refuses not to because he thinks he's better than everybody else. And that's what happens. You make mistakes, you don't learn from them, you think you're the best, and then you end up taking an L. Jesus Christ.
And this is not somebody to trifle with. Sensation, just a 1 count. This man, Austin Lee, has been through battles with the most dangerous, among them Rex, who put him through hell this time last year. You're not going to be able to walk through him with that kind of young man confidence that Danny Watts has right now. Austin Lee showing him that is a fact, dropping him on his head with a brain buster.
Austin Lee is a goddamn former CCW champion back in the old school as well. Austin Lee made his debut in 2007. Danny Watts made his debut in 2018. Let that sink in for a second. You know, as much as Danny Watts is a shining prospect, as much as he is the future of turmoil, he still needs to know that there's people that are there before him and to show respect. And his lack of respect is going to cost him.
Right now, it's certainly costing him the double leg takedown and a big-time brutal beatdown being initiated by Austin Lee. Looked like Danny Watts got out to a quick start with that cutter. And now the moon boot's being utilized. We'll see if that big boot comes into play a little bit later in this match. But the cover is Danny Watts going to be able to kick out, and he is.
This is very much the new school versus the old school, man. Like, you know, Austin Lee's been here, been around the block a couple of times. Danny Watts has been in the ring with legends like Malu and RD Money. Danny Watts has been in the ring with future legends like B17 and Rex. But the fact remains that he still has a lot more seasoning to go. And rather than learn the route, he decides to just make his own path, which could be respectable, but he goes about it in a disrespectful way. So he can suck a dick or ass or whatever you want to call it.
Or both.
The action.
Danny
Both
Watts
at the same time.
Dicks, asses, and an arm bar, locking him in, really working down Austin Lee, trying to wear him down a little bit. It's a bit of a mirror match. A lot of the maneuvers employed by both of these men reflect one another. And as you mentioned, Danny Watts trying to carve his own path. And while that has bred him some success, it has also got him to be a little bit too confident And we saw that in losses against B-17 and even dating back to his rookie year against the man called Jupiter.
There you go, man. Too much confidence.
Oof. Into the ring
no
post.
Oh, beautiful. No one's not saying that Danny Watts has so much potential. He does. But he goes about it the wrong way. Disrespecting people. That's not how you get by.
And Lee is trying to shut that potential down, or at least cage it for the time being. As I mentioned, this could be a big-time launching pad for Danny Watts, but he's got to keep his head because he's not dealing with just any OCW superstar.
I mean, he figures Austin Lee is easy bait because Austin Lee put on a couple pounds when he's been gone so long. But as this match is going forward, you see that Austin Lee still got a little bit of gas left in the tank, and he's showing Danny Watts that just right now. Maybe Danny Watts was learning a life lesson at this point, but who knows? Uh-oh.
Oh, and this is what we're talking about, Jason Sensation.
Arrogance.
Danny Watts with the arrogance, a sunset flip. Oh, and he's going to turn it into something, a power bomb. Sit out power bomb.
Christ. That's just arrogance and pure unadulterated power by Danny Watts. Good God.
Adding style points to his breakout meter for sure on that sit out power bomb. But we'll see how effective it is in actually putting away his opponent.
Who's knows?
Oh, and another discount cutter. The man known for the discount cutter. And look, Austin Lee not interested in staying down for all that long. Oh, and he gets caught with another discount cutter. Are you kidding me?
Go for the pin, you stupid. Oh, man. Danny Watts is more interested in humiliating Austin Lee than actually getting the victory. And that might cost him in the end.
We saw it during his entrance. The man loves to incite acts of violence, and he's doing so right now. He seems to be more interested in punishing the legend than actually finishing the bout here at Resolution 14.
No, and that might.
Oh, the moon boots in action!
Big old moon boots, baby. Here's some moon pie, you son of a bitch. Get him.
Utilizing the strength, trying to put the thickness to good use is Austin Lee.
You know, he put on a couple extra pounds here and there. You know how it is. People love the food. The catering over here is good catering. And rather than embrace the fact Danny Watts is huge.
Oh, the real discount cutter. Sit down, kid. Here's the cover. Is that all she wrote? 1, 2, no. Danny Watts showing his resiliency, Jason Sensation. He's ready to move up the OCW ladder. Austin Lee's not interested. 1, 2. Is that it? No, and again, Watts kicks out.
Veteran tactics, Jake Allen. That's what that is, veteran tactics.
Oh, and he caught him. He caught him running in a big power slam, telling the fans here in Vegas that's all she wrote. Here is it going to be another Fat Man Senton? Yes, it is.
Here we go, baby. Danny Watts is at the deep end of the pool. This is exactly what he deserves.
The cover just nets a 1 count. Danny Watts seems to be swimming upstream right now. His arrogance has not aided him in this resolution bout.
To quote the famous vampire hunter Blade, there's always some motherfucker that tries to ice skate uphill. And this might just be Danny Watts.
Oh, a spinning suplex. Talk about the strength of the young Danny Watts. Able to muscle up the much larger Austin Lee and put him down. What has he got to follow up? Not a whole lot with a shoulder block.
See, Danny Watts has unreal power for a young man. There's no discounting that. He's one of the strongest competitors on the turmoil, even the OCW roster. That being said, he's still raw, untapped talent. He's a diamond in the rough. He's someone who hasn't been molded and edged and refined. He's just raw power and energy, and he doesn't think for himself. He's just focused on one goal, and that's being the best, but he doesn't have the right qualifications to go about a beautiful neck breaker, despite the fact that he is a son of a bitch.
Danny Watts, of course, known in his rookie season, the winner of the first ever Road to Glory Cluster Battle Royal. Right now, boom, no cluster about that. Bit of a wake-up call, a brainbuster, dropping Austin Lee right on his blonde head. 2, and no, that pinfall is not just for men like Austin Lee's hair. It's a kick out at 2.
It's like a modified scummy driver by Danny Watts. I'm telling you, this kid got potential out the yin-yang, but he's too much in his own ass. Too much in his own stew without the flavor, baby.
The frustration now, it seems, from Danny Watts. Austin Lee trying to work on that. Here's the diving crossbody, not going to connect. Lee biding his time. What has he got? Oh, my God, a torture rack. Oh, my Lord, a burning hammer. The cover from Lee. 1, 2. Woo! Danny Watts kicking out at just 1.
He called that the hashtag hammer. Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Quite a dangerous looking move. And once again, Austin Lee going right back to the pin attempt.
It's veteran Tic Tacs, baby. That's what we do. That's what they do, man. You know, you pin them once, pin them twice, pin them 3 times.
Lee, whoa. Lee seems frustrated, not going to tear apart our announce table. Wouldn't be resolution if somebody didn't knock over my tea.
You better turn around. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It seems he was waiting for Danny Watts, maybe prodded him into it. Oh, the moon boot outside here.
Wait, was it counted, baby? Oh, I can't tell. Uh-oh, Danny's making an attempt. But
Austin Lee going to just run away. Maybe again, playing more possum, and a big gut buster from Danny Watts, bringing Austin Lee down to the mat.
He is, but Danny Watts is in big trouble. He's going to have to come up with something. Oh, my God, he's going to come up with something big. If he wants to succeed right now. Might not happen. Uh-oh.
And it's very surprising to me, Jason Sensation. We're witnessing Danny Watts get fired up even after being hit with that hashtag fluffly driver.
Because Danny Watts, like I said, the future. He just got to get his mind right. Uh-oh.
Into the announce table. Danny Watts, bad intentions to be certain. Right in front of us here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
The crowd loves it. I don't. Shit.
Danny Watts, unstoppable. We are at a 6 count. Austin Lee may be dead.
But you can't win on the outside. You got to win on the inside, Jake Allen.
Watts knows it. He throws Lee back into the ring. The cover. Will this be Danny Watts' Lucian moment? 1, 2. No, Austin Lee kicks out just in the nick of time.
Just like a bow, but Lee's in trouble right now. Just like a bow out of hell. Looks like it might be back country because Austin Lee's still in this.
Oh, a chop block down, going down low, below the belt in one of the worst ways.
Disrespectful. Oh no!
Off the ropes he goes.
That's that big Larry. He's still.
Discus lariat down goes Austin Lee. One act of violence too many, and Danny Watts is victorious on the biggest stage.
One can't say this son of a bitch didn't earn it, but he did have to use the outside table for a little bit of an advantage. Look at him smelling his own farts right now. Disrespectful. Who's going to stop Danny Watts, man? Looks like nobody on the Turmoil roster can stop the rookie sensation Danny Watts. Shit, this boy might be promoted sometime soon. Who knows? But hey, man, this resolution, baby, anything can happen. We're going to keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. That's right.